Hey everyone, it's Casey here. So I'm going to show you guys my foundation routine today. Basically how I get from this to this. What? It's like magic! Anyways, I have not done a foundation routine in quite some time, so it is much different than it was before. Here I'm just kind of showing you some of my acne scarring. I don't really have any current breakouts, which is good, but I do want to cover those up, of course, my acne scars and redness that I have. This particular routine is going to be a pretty full coverage, and by the way, you guys, I only recently started using liquid foundation. I've been using powder for as long as I can remember. This is actually a combo of the two, but let's just go ahead and get started. So I wash my hands really well beforehand because I use my fingers to apply everything. Here is the primer I'm using. It's an Arbonne one, and it's kind of a silicone base. So I just rub that on my first 3 fingers and sort of pat it all over my face. It is very mattifying, so it's a really nice base of foundation, I guess. And then for eyelids, I use my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's the anti-crease formula, just so that my shadow stays really nicely and my lids don't get too greasy and cause creases. And for foundation, I use a combination of this Maybelline Fit Me Foundation and the Makeup Forever HD Foundation because the combo of the two colors is pretty much perfect for my skin tone. And I just pour them both out on the back of my hand and mix them with my fingers. And I apply my foundation with my fingers as well. And I just use the same 3 fingers, the first 3 fingers. And what I do first is I sort of just pat it all over my face, being careful not to pull or tug or rub too hard. So pretty much I'm just getting it on my face first, and then I do go ahead and rub it in a little bit, very lightly, and just make sure it is all soaked in to my skin. And then with what's left on the back of my hand, I actually rub it along my neck and jawline just to make sure there are not any harsh lines. And then for concealer, I use this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind thingy thing, and I use it for my under eyes, and that's what it's meant for. But I actually really like it for just concealing other spots on my face as well. It's just my current favorite cover-up, even though it's not necessarily a cover-up. And then I use my ring fingers to sort of pat everything in there and just make sure all my little red spots are covered. And then here I'm using my powder foundation. It's a mineral powder by Arbonne, and this little brush is part of it as well. And I really love the way that this brush works. So here I'm sort of just tapping some excess off in the lid, and I'm really softly applying this. I know it might not look like it in the clips, but the first round I do, I sort of just am really softly applying all of the foundation, and then I go in and I rub it. Maybe rub is the wrong word, but I go in, more determined circles, circular motions throughout my whole face and down along my neck and jawline as well, just sort of to get that extra coverage. And this foundation actually works really well by itself for a full coverage. And then on the top, I just use this Milani, I guess it's called the Multitask face powder. Very lightly powder all over my face just to sort of set everything. So here is the final result. If you guys have any questions about what I used, please let me know. I would be glad to do like a full face of makeup sometime, but today I just wanted to show you my foundation. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!